spreading that Richard Kevin Harisson, better known as Rick Harisson, had been sentenced to life in prison. Rick, famous for his non-nonsense approach to business and encyclopedic knowledge on the show, suddenly found himself in serious legal trouble, something no one expected for years. Pawn Stars entertained audiences by showing the fascinating world of pawn dealing rare artifacts, tough negotiations, and the daily drama inside Rick Harrison's famous Las Vegas pawn shop. But now Rick's flourishing TV career has taken a dark and unexpected turn. Years old, he moved with his family to San Diego, California, where he spent most of his childhood as a young boy. Rick developed epilepsy at age 8, which led him to spend much of his childhood reading books, contributing to his impressive knowledge of history that would later benefit his career. Rick's early life wasn't easy. His battle with epilepsy meant he often missed school, eventually dropping out during his sophomore year of high school. This setback, however, didn't diminish his ambition or his thirst for knowledge. Instead, he devoted himself to self-education, devouring books on a wide range of subjects, particularly history and business. This autodidactic approach would later become evident in his encyclopedic knowledge displayed on Pawn Stars. In his teenage years, Rick began working alongside his father in various business ventures. He developed a keen eye for value and authenticity skills that would prove invaluable in his future career. At the age of 17, Rick's girlfriend Kim became pregnant, prompting them to marry. The young couple would eventually have 2 sons, Corey and Adam, before divorcing. After 8 years of marriage, in 1981, Rick's family relocated to Las Vegas, Nevada, where his father, Richard Benjamin Harisson, known as the Old Man, opened the gold and silver coin shop in 1981. The business eventually evolved into the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop in 1989, which would become the setting for Pawn Stars. Decades later, the transition from a coin shop to a pawn shop was strategic, as the Harrisons recognized the potential for higher profits in the pawn business. The early years were challenging, with Rick and his father working long hours to establish their reputation in Las Vegas. Rick often found himself dealing with difficult customers and sometimes dangerous situations, experiences that toughened him and honed his negotiation skills. By the early 2000s, Rick had become well known in Las Vegas for his expertise in various collectibles and historical items. The pawn shop gained a reputation as a place where one could find unusual and valuable items, attracting both locals and tourists. Recognizing the entertainment potential of his business, Rick began pitching the idea of a reality show based on the daily operations of the pawn shop. After years of rejection and persistent efforts, Rick finally secured a deal with the History Channel in 2009. Pawn Stars began airing following the daily operations of the gold and silver pawn shop. The show showcased Rick, his son Corey Bigos Harisson, his father Richard Oldman Harisson, and their friend Austin Chumley Russell, as they evaluated, bought, and sold items of historical significance and questionable value. The show became an instant hit, transforming Rick from a local pawn shop owner into a television celebrity. His catchphrases, straight-talking manner, and extensive knowledge about historical artifacts made him a fan favorite. Rick's signature line, "The best I can do is," became iconic as he negotiated with customers looking to sell their treasures. What set Pawn Stars apart from other reality shows was the educational aspect that Rick insisted upon. Each episode featured historical information about the items brought into the shop, with Rick often providing detailed context and background that showcased his vast knowledge. This approach appealed to a broad audience, making the show one of the History Channel's most successful programs. Under Rick's guidance, the pawn shop expanded its business, attracting tourists from around the world who aged to catch a glimpse of the stars or even appear on an episode. Merchandise sales soared, and Rick capitalized on his fame, resonated with many Americans, and